Trees in over 2,000 hectares of land have been planted in the northern bank of the Yangtze River in the past 2 decades by cutters from Shandong's Weifang, a city famous for developing forest industry to develop the economy. It's no easy job to plant trees on the plateau because of the high evaporation rate. Nanmulin County was barren in 2002 when the first cutters from Weifang were deployed to the place. Locals had tried to develop forest areas earlier but failed.
The
most difficult thing was the way the locals thought. They had been planting trees for years. They didn't carry out disinsection measures properly, and sometimes they fed the leaves to herds of animals as they believed the trees would not survive. So we then decided to change their thought process.
The cutters started to plant the trees in the center of the city first, creating a demonstrative area. So this is where the cutters from Shandong's Weifang City planted the trees for the first time in 2009, and this proved that it was possible to plant trees on a large scale in a plateau, which is nearly over 4,000 meters above sea level, and that gives the locals confidence, and they started working with the cutters to develop the forest areas in the county. The cutters and the locals later planted trees on the sides of a road connecting the northern bank of the Yangtze River and the city, which is 40 kilometers long, before the cutters and the locals carried out tree planting missions. After gaining sufficient experience, they began to develop a demonstrative forest on the northern bank of the river in 2014 by planting populous trees, Xizang willows and sea buckthorns. 95% of the trees in some 2,000 hectares of a demonstrative forest survived. Farmers were hired to take care of the trees with regular watering, disinsection, and trimming.
Before cadres came to our town, this area looked like the Gobi Desert. Sand traveled a lot when the wind blew, and drivers had to use headlamps while driving so as to be able to see. Now, as you see, there's a vibrant forest, and no sandstorm bothers us.
After the ecological system was improved, we helped farmers develop 270 hectares of high-standard farmland, planting crops like potatoes to increase their incomes. For the farmers taking care of the trees, we invited experts to train them, so when other townships started forest development projects, these farmers could contribute, share their skills, and increase incomes.
Now there are over 2,000 farmers from Nanmulin County working in a forest development project in Lhasa. With the hard work of the cutters from Shandong and the locals, both ecology and economy will continue to benefit. 郑总 CGTN Xigaze Xizang Autonomous Region